I think so.
I got the chips and
How do I
Jody made some
reverse the
fresh
camera
chips
so it looks at me? Oh, here we go.
And then my knees are
Ha!
fine.
Okay.
Well, if you
Hey guys. So I'm gonna flip you around this way. Sorry. I don't know if we're actually live or not. I think we are. Brian, are we live?
we are live.
We must be live
I'm
then.
not sure if anybody's seeing us, but we're live.
We are live. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I'm
it
live.
says 0 viewers. So guys, here's what's going on. So I got this app that's supposed to let you live stream straight to your YouTube channel from your phone. It's called Wireless. Oh, I just got a notification that I'm live now. Let's see if that brings other people in. So and so what it does is supposed to let me just go live to my YouTube channel straight from my phone. And so I'm testing it out because they are working on it and they are hopefully making it better. So I just wanted to do it, get some data about how this works. I think it'd be really cool if we go live straight to our YouTube channels from our phone spontaneously. I think that would be pretty cool. So here's what we're gonna do: is I got two guys here. This is Michael, and that is Daniel.
Yep.
And so we're on set here. We just shot like a whole bunch of videos with these people. JC and Brian are over there. And my daughter Hannah is here too. And we just shot a whole bunch for their Lifetree Family channel. And these guys here, so I can flip it around, Michael and Daniel are filmmakers. And we thought,
You're live.
oh, I am
Hey,
live.
check it out.
Shoot. It says I have 0 viewers, but obviously I have at least one.
True that.
So,
thumbs up already.
oh, okay. Are you guys commenting? I can't. We're gonna do a Q&A with you guys about video production stuff. Yeah, okay.
Right.
I'm getting tweets, so it must be working. So you guys, you have questions about cameras, lighting, gear, microphones, setup, capturing audio. What else? Explosions,
Stories.
visual effects,
Story,
just
writing.
storytelling.
Yeah.
So Michael's working on a short film, and you got any projects you're working on, Daniel?
I did some llama videos.
Llamas.
Llama videos.
Yeah, those were cool.
That's pretty sweet.
You got a sweater out of the deal.
I did.
You did. It's llama sweater.
It's black.
It's a thing.
It's better than you think.
So how do I see comments? Do I need to go to YouTube to see the comments? I was hoping I could see them popping up here on my phone. Oh.
Yeah, you do have them on.
Oh yeah, I see the chat now. Okay, well, I'm gonna pop it out over here.
That's important.
So yeah, I can't see the chat on my phone. That would be feedback thing at number 1.
Can't see it on your phone.
Can't see it on my phone. Really? How do I? That was a thing on the first version. I guess it's because usually the chat would pop up at the bottom. All right. Well, let's block some people here first of all.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a
That's
good
done.
idea. Wow.
And
Really? Good
yeah.
thing. Something
Here,
from
JC, are you
Russia.
on? I can make you moderator if you want.
That'd be
Are
good.
you comment something so I can see your name? JC's got to moderate you guys now.
Hi,
There she is.
Somebody's in Peru.
Yay.
Hey,
so-
nice.
Hey,
How did I
it's
make
Matt.
JC?
Maybe.
Chat's going too quickly. Set user as moderator. Done. Okay. Thanks for the cool. Yeah, guys like my new hat. This is the new one. I did a live event actually doing the new hat thing. Okay. Questions. What questions you guys have about your Q&A? Here's what it looks like for me. I'm on my computer since I can't see the chat. That's you guys. So I've been watching you and tell me what questions you guys have for Daniel and Michael about video production stuff. So I have to watch this later. I have a meeting. All right, Minnie, no problem. What's the app name again, Tim? It is Wirecast Go. And so the first, this is on beta. It's not released yet. But I tested the first one, and it was really buggy. Had a lot of problems. But at least I could see chat. Oh, wait. Oh, I found chat. So there's a little...
There's
The whole first 5 minutes is
Yeah.
now,
It was hard to find, so it was there, but there's a little side arrow on the side. Jason, you figure out how to do the moderation?
No.
You just click on the little flag next to someone's comment.
Yeah. And do report message? Or-
You should be able to block
I can only do
them.
Report profile image.
shut them down.
I reloaded it.
Am I still back? Am I back, guys? I think I'm back. The app crashed.
Fast.
I hope it's still working.
How do you get more?
Looks like it is. Okay, how do I tag gaming videos properly? Yes, those I have tons of videos about tagging, metadata stuff on my channel already. Today we're going to talk about video production. So lighting. Okay, what is a good? This is from Lewis Robles. Oops, went too fast. What is a good entry DSLR camera for a beginner YouTuber? Entry level DSLRs.
I think Sony A7S, but that's pretty expensive.
Yeah. I would say why do you want to do a DSLR? What function does that camera tool serve for you? Is it something that's just in your mind? Is that the next step up from like a phone, or is there something specific about the DSLR that you're looking for?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Try refreshing, by the way, JC. Refresh, and then maybe you'll have moderator.
I do now.
Okay, good.
And if you're on a budget like the Canon the T series, Nikon 7100, those are pretty cheap cameras that are going to get you online pretty fast. They don't have great audio, but they shoot really good. And I like Nikon because you can buy cheap lenses because they use lenses from like the 60s.
You a Nikon or Canon guy?
I'm
a Canon guy personally.
It's a paintbrush, man. It's a
Right, and that's my whole. I think questions like that they can be tricky because it's a matter of, do you want a DSLR because you want the lenses, or do you need something that you can be mobile with? Because DSLR is like you were saying, the audio isn't super, so why DSLR? Do you need something with good audio? Yeah, maybe DSLR isn't your answer. It's
journalism or
are you out in the field? Are you running around in a studio? Whatever. So it's kind of how is that going to help you tell your story the best way?
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Okay.
I mean, DSLRs are great cams. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, I think I just like Canons because personally that's like what I got started on, and so that's just what I'm used to, familiar with, and I feel like I would have to learn a new system. So it's not based on having any comparison between the two. It's
that's
just
a
like
good
that's
point.
just So that's why I prefer Canon.
Yeah.
Techno tweet. Need some suggestions on budget mic, probably under $30. Ooh. Yeah. So how do you guys do that one?
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
So
This
good
comes
budget
with one
microphones.
you can talk and record there.
$30. Ouch.
Yeah, can you? I don't know. So I've got.
eBay or Craigslist.
Oh yeah,
or,
used ones maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But the hard part with like microphones is like they can be like the what are the receptors in there called? The
I don't know.
the catapult, not catapults. Whatever. Those things can be damaged, and so
Yeah.
I usually buy all my camera gear used, but I don't usually buy microphone equipment used.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Yeah, and those
There's a certain price point. I think. I mean, your budget is your budget. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain things that do require investment. Again, it comes down to what are you doing? Is audio important? I think we all would say yes. It's worth investing a little bit into that as well.
Yeah. How about best mic for voiceovers? Epic Shay is asking.
I would say it's
Same thing.
same thing. What I have found though, is a really low budget hack on that is, even with your cell phone, the new iPhones have decent mics. What you can do for cell phone quality is you feel a little silly, but you get a thick blanket and you put it over your head and you go into a closet. And then what that's doing is knocking out the ambient tone, so that even with a cheaper mic, you can have better sound because you don't have the room noise.
Yeah.
I
going on in
learned
the
something.
echo.
That's cool.
Light Feather asks, would you recommend the Zoom H4n as an all-around mic? I have the Zoom, but I also use to record from
I would.
XLRs.
Yeah,
I would.
we've always had good experiences.
Yeah,
with
good.
Zooms.
We use that exact model, and it's a great model, and records really well. So
Epic Shay says thanks.
yeah.
You guys are welcome. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with all these. Chats
Wow,
goes
it's
by
going
too fast
crazy.
on my
Wow.
phone. I'm trying to. JC, are you finding
Best
any?
video editing software for PC was a question earlier, and this one says no matter what the cost, and also best one for a budget.
Okay, editing software.
Premiere.
Yeah, we use Premiere. Creative Cloud will do both PC and Mac, so it's the
Yeah.
interface is the same. Editing software is just one of those things where I think to your point with the camera, like, do you know something? It's always good to kind of branch out to know what's there because there's all the different options. But if there's something you're more comfortable with, then just use that.
Yeah.
It kind of just comes down to the editing itself, the storytelling that you're doing. Just because one has a feature, I mean, with After Effects and Post Effects and all these things, it's all kind of
They have a
the same.
steep learning curve though. Like After Effects, if you haven't done, especially if you haven't done keyframes before.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Premiere, I feel like, is a little bit easier. What I did to learn Premiere is I just went to lynda.com and went through the Essentials training. It was like $25 for the month. And it's like an 8-hour course, so I took like 2 days, 2 afternoons to just crank through it. And that's when I learned the technical stuff of like how to actually use the software. And for me, I thought it was totally worth the money and totally worth the investment of time. And after the end of like 2 afternoons, I knew like 80% of how to use it. And that was for me, I was coming off of Final Cut Express. Then with Final Cut Express and then to Final Cut Pro 10 when that came out. And I quickly returned that because I was like iMovie Plus, really. I couldn't do much with it.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add on that is to, in your case, you had something that you were learning. So with After Effects, with the short film that I'm doing, I have a lot of comp work that I just haven't had a whole lot of experience in doing. So having a actual project to learn something on, like I need to learn how to do this one thing. It's really helpful and motivating on how to actually get that thing done versus opening up all that is Andrew Kramer's tutorials and all that is Linda going, okay, teach me. It's like find a specific thing you need. What is it you need?
Master that.
I need to know how to just simply edit a story, or I need to know how to make an explosion.
Yeah.
Go for that need. I think that will really help.
Yeah,
So, if that helps.
Cool. A lot of really good questions here, guys. I'm trying my best to keep up with them. So one little tip for the Wirecast guys is that the chat goes by too fast. And so it'd be cool if I could like just flag or tag some or pin them so they just stay on my screen until I'm done with it. Because otherwise, especially for Q&A, that'd be a lot easier for me.
Sounds smart.
Yeah, don't mess up. Okay, so kind of going along with those lines, Matteo, what is the best bitrate for full HD 1080p 25 FPS for YouTube? We could talk about bit rates, but well, how about I'll just let you guys answer. Just not YouTube, but just in general, 1080p. What frame rate would you recommend for filmmaking?
For filmmaking?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd go 24.
I go 23.976. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that 976?
Well, for bit rate though, I mean,
Oh,
you're talking
yeah.
frames. You're talking
Yeah, frames rate. Yeah, bit rate. Yeah, go ahead.
24 is, I mean, for recording. Yeah, and then compress it down to whatever you need. But
Yeah, it's. I think there's probably more of an intentionality between you don't want to be mixing bit rates.
that's right.
Yeah.
We've run into that. Can be an issue
And frame
sometimes.
rates.
And frame rates.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those. Are you going to get a whole lot more quality out of?
Yeah.
A different. I mean, kind of just depends on
like
what are you.
The new Canon C100s have 28, and we're just like, it's not gonna.
Well, on YouTube, what happens, guys, is that if you do 1080p, if whatever you give it, it's gonna convert it to a maximum of like 8 megabits per second.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can give it like 10 to 12, give it some headroom, but it's not like when it actually re-encodes the file for YouTube, it's gonna be around 8 anyway.
Yeah.
For 720p, it's around 5, and max at like, not any of you guys are doing this, but if you're doing like 460p, it's gonna be, or 480p, it's gonna be I forget. It's really low. So
Yeah, it's compressing it.
yeah. How reckless reptiles? How difficult is it to film, edit, and perfect your videos with family/friends around? You still have time for them. Okay, balancing like time with YouTube stuff, I guess.
And he's talking about film. So how to basically handle.
How difficult is it to film and edit and do your videos what you got in real life? It sounds like.
Oh, it's horrible.
How long have you been working on your short film?
This is
5 months now. A lot
Okay.
of that was pre-pro, but my editing process right now is I will wake up and I will post from about 6 to 8 every morning. That's my editing window because there's work and family and all that stuff in there. So that's my passion project. So my passion project's got to fit in the time I have for passion projects, and that's from 5 to 8 in the morning. So it's tough. I mean, you have to be committed, I guess.
Yeah.
As cliche as that sounds.
Which you are very committed.
Thank you.
Yes, I've seen it.
So many good comments here, guys. Some of you guys talking more about the Premiere stuff, which is awesome. Some of you guys saying that it was Aaron Rutten. Premiere intimidated me at first, but after I spent a few weeks learning it, found it very easy to use.
Yeah.
So some of these guys are asking a lot of good like strategy questions for YouTube. I'd like to keep this more to like production level like stuff.
Okay.
So, and I think we're gonna take one more and then wrap this up because I think we kind of got our test here done. So, coffee TV. This is a good question. This is a good question to end with you guys. Good. So, is it important for all of us to get all this equipment for a startup channel? What would you say would be the bare minimum essentials? Maybe not minimum, but like what you guys would recommend for someone starting a YouTube channel? So DSLRs, L series lenses, Sennheiser microphones, and all that, or what?
I would say, well, I mean, kind of goes to the stuff that you
And
do.
a good softbox.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what's your story? What are you doing? Because this could do just fine for you.
Yeah.
And it could be super great for your needs. If your YouTube channel is all about short films and things exploding and all that, then you don't probably want to use this. But
Yeah.
you know, what's your channel
Unless
about?
you're
What's your
exploding the
message?
phone, right?
Yeah,
You could blow
right.
that up
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think
if you have budget
yeah.
for a new one.
Yeah. I wouldn't go over the top, man. Play your craft, play with your craft, and get it honed down. And then when you get money, you know, make some business happen first, and then you can expand.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Sweet. Well, thank you for hanging out for the part of this little test, guys. One other thing, too, for the Wirecast people is this gets really jerky on my end, so it's hard. Like, it's not a very smooth thing. It gets jerkier and jerkier as time goes on, which I think was a problem the first one. So the rest of you guys, thanks for hanging out. And do you guys have YouTube channels or anything to plug or promote or anything like that?
You can do that. Lifetree Families.
Oh, yeah.
this
That's
is
right. That's a good one.
That's what we're doing today.
YouTube.com/C/Lifetree Family, which is
Yeah,
what we're
that's
doing
what we're
here.
producing.
That's what we're shooting here. People are going upstairs to eat lunch, so we're going to go join them.
Yeah.
So, cool. All right,
Great,
guys.
thanks.
Thanks for hanging out. And how do I end it? That would be another good question.
Yeah. There you go.
How about this? Let's try this.